The purpose of this video presentation is to illustrate the accomplishments made by our society in regard to human rights, especially as it pertains to racial discrimination. I will cover the time period from the writing of the Constitution to the presidency of Barack Obama. Lincoln's signing of the Emancipation Proclamation is considered by many to be the most significant single factor in the eventual signing of the Civil Rights Act in 1964 by President Lyndon Johnson. There were numerous individuals along the way who also contributed. Frederick Douglass, for instance, continued to argue for additional freedoms for the previously enslaved people. This ultimately resulted with the ratification of the 14th Amendment in 1868 to remove the clause from the Constitution that considered non-white people to only be 3/5 of a person. Another great achievement not specifically attributed to racial discrimination was the placing into law by President Woodrow Wilson the 19th Amendment, which, among other things, gave women in this country the legal right to vote. As time went on, a gentleman by the name of Malcolm X was instrumental in convincing minorities of the power they had in organizing and speaking out publicly about racial inequality in our country. His famous speech, which is now labeled "The Ballot or the Bullet," is an example of his willingness to publicly ridicule an oppressive society. A woman prominent in civil rights issues was Angela Davis. She specifically protested against the unfairness in the criminal justice system. She even gave up a year of her life in incarceration for crimes that she was eventually acquitted of. The civil rights marches and nonviolent protests of the 1960s, which were led by Dr. Martin Luther King, were successful in the passing of the 1964 Civil Rights Act. His organizing of the bus protest after Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat to a white man is one example of nonviolent protest that resulted in the desegregation of public transportation. Since then, we have had ups and downs with civil rights issues. However, the election of Barack Obama to the presidency in 2008 is a clear indication of how far we have come as a people in rectifying some of the inequitable decisions of our past.